All right, what's good, fam? It's part one of a three step video. No, two-step video. I might just do two. It might just be two. But regardless, this is the video of where we're gonna do. I'm just gonna show you how to set up your prop firm account. I personally use prop firms right now, and I'm gonna put you on the prop firm that I use that is showing me, hey, they paying out, they have consistent payouts. I know people personally who've gotten payouts, I've gotten payouts. So here you are. First things first, you want to go to topstep.com. Topstep.com. The top right. All these links will be in the description. But top right, you'll go to log in here. At this point, you want to sign up for an account. So go ahead and sign up for your account. Pause the video, sign up, and come back to the video. Once you're signed in, I'm not sure what pages it'll take you through, but you want to look for something that says start a trading combine to go ahead and purchase your account. Once you've purchased your account, or you're at this screen right here, choose which account balance you want to go with. Now these $49.99, $149, these are a monthly fee. If you do not pass your challenge phase within 30 days, it'll charge your account again that $49.99 or $149, depending on what account balance you go with. Now, there is also, once you have passed your challenge, there is a $150 fee to go into the actual funded phase of this or of the top step to get to the point where you can actually start making real money and trading for real money. You have to pay a one-time fee of $150 to open that account. Now, I'll just describe the three things that you need to be focused on when choosing these accounts. But you got your profit target, which is the amount of money that you need to generate on that platform, or the amount of money in that challenge that you need to generate to pass the challenge. For 50K is 3,000, 100K is 6, 150K is 9. Now the maximum positions here are the maximum amount of contracts you can have running at one time or open, no matter how many trades you have open. So if you choose the 50K account, you can have more than one trade running, but you can only have 5 contracts open. Like, let's say you have two trades open, the maximum amount of contracts you can have within those 2 trades is 5 contracts. So you can go 1 contract on one, 4 on the other, or however you want to divvy it up. But the maximum amount of contracts you can have going at one time on that challenge is based on this number. So 50K, 5 contracts, 100K, 10 contracts, 150K, 15 contracts. Contracts are just the pretty much the amount of money you're gonna risk, and I'm gonna show you I'm gonna have a chart for you to be able to see like how much you're risking per trade. Now the tricky part of these challenges, or what makes it a challenge pretty much, is, yes, you got to get to your profit target, but there's something called a maximum loss limit. So if you see here, it's the account balance high minus the maximum drawdown equals your maximum loss limit. Now, to make it simple here, we're just going to explain this with the 50K account. They all have different maximum loss limit amounts. But with the 50K, you got a $2,000 loss limit. So you have, let's say you start at 50K, the least amount, or the point where your account the lowest dollar amount your account can reach to start off is 48,000. Now, let's say after your first trade, you're up $1,000 in your account. So you're at $51,000. Your maximum loss limit stays at 2,000, but the new low that you have to reach in that account that you can go to is now 49,000. It is that's what's called um, a trailing stop loss. Like, the more money you make, the least amount of money, or the higher your, like, the bottom of your account goes. So if you go to 51K, you can't go past 49K. So, and that 49K stays. So let's say you go to 51K one day, and now you're the lowest you can go back is $2,000. So that'll bring it to 49K. Let's say you lose that $1,000 on the next trading day. So now you're back at 50K. You can still only go to the least amount you have to lose at that point, since you've already made $1,000 on the account. It's still going to be 49K. That's the lowest your account balance can go to. Now, if you trade again, if you surpass that $1,000, let's say you in the next few days you get it to $52,000 in the account, or you just get past that $1,000, the new low balance that your account can reach will move again, but it'll stay $2,000 below where your account balance high is. So, say you got the 52,000, your new low, or the new balance you can get to, is 50K. So that's just what this maximum loss limit means, and it is, and you'll be able to see that in your account dashboard. So let's say you go to 50K, you select your 50K, or whichever one you want to choose, depending on however much money you're willing to spend. If you are already comfortable with using any of these other trading platforms, go ahead. I use Top Step X. So that's just the platform that comes with this prop firm. So hit next, agree to your terms, put in your payment information. Boom, you're all good. So go ahead and pause, do that so you can come back. Now that we've got that done, you'll get a screen with a fresh account that looks something like this right here. It'll look like this, but it'll just be empty. Like, it won't, not empty, but it'll show, hey, this is your high would be whatever you start with. So if you bought a 50K account, say 50K, current 50K, low 48K. You know, it's just gonna keep going. And as you trade on the account, numbers will change here. This is how you'll be able to see, okay, what's the low that my account can go to? What's the high? You know what I'm saying? That's just how it'll go. Now, there is a part where you cannot have, there's rules to this, okay? So we know about the 6,000. We know about where you can't let your account go below a certain amount. There's also a part where you cannot get greater than 50% of your total profits in one day. So we know, like, in a 50K account, we're trying to get 6,000. And one day of profit, it can't go over $3,000. So you can get to 3,000, but you can't have more than 3,000. And it's not smart to try and get $3,000 in one day with the 50K. Or this is for the 100. That was the numbers for the 100K. If you having a 50K account, it would be like, what, you trying to get 3,000, so you can't get more than 1,500. Pretty much, you just can't get more than 50% of what your profit target is on whatever account size you're on. So if it's 100K, your profit target is 6,000. You can't get more than $3,000, and that's that. So once you've gotten here and you get to this screen, you'll see Launch Top Step X. You come here, you log into your account. If it has a login screen for you, you just put the same login you used to create your Top Step account, the same username and login. It'll log you in. And these are the three instruments we're going to trade, well, that I trade, or even if whatever instruments you use, you just have to figure out what they are in the futures chart. But three I trade is S&P, NAS, and gold. S&P's symbol is ESH. So if you come up here, you type in ESH, you go ESH25, you star that. So it can be in your favorites. That's S&P 500. Gold is GC. You can type in GC and you'll see GCJ25. Favorite that for gold. And NAS, type in NQ and you'll pull up NQH25 and you can I keep saying heart, but favorite that as well. Now they'll all three be at the top of your watch list, and whenever you're ready to take a trade, it's just easier to go ahead. Hey, we're gonna take a trade on gold, we're gonna take a trade on S&P, or we're gonna take a trade on NAS. Now your order type is you always want to keep that at market, and the number of contracts is going to be based on the amount of money you're going to risk. And I'll show you how to do that as well, just not on this video. We're just going to talk about the setup. Now, this is the copy of a risk chart that I'll have in the description as well for you to choose. So there will be 3 tabs you use: ES for S&P, NQ for NASDAQ, and GC for gold. Depending on the size of the stop losses, it will give you your points, and then you scroll to the right and you can see how much you're willing to risk, and you put in the number of contracts based on that number that you're on. So let's say we had a 3-point stop loss on gold. You choose, and you want to risk close to 1,000 or somewhere around there. Choose between, you want to be a little higher, a little lower, whichever you want to do. Let's say I wanted to risk about $900 a trade. I'll go with 3 contracts, come back to my trading platform on Top Step, make sure I'm on gold, mark it always. You can you're going to have to highlight to change it by typing. You're going to either have to highlight it here and click 3, or type in 3, or come here and change it and go. You can change it with the plus and minus here on the amount of contracts you want to use. And then if we're buying, you'll hit buy. If we're selling, we'll hit sell. And once you're in the trade, you want to then make sure you change your chart here. Go to GC for gold. You hit gold. For NASDAQ, you want to go NQ for NASDAQ. And for S&P, you want to put ES for S&P 500. These will not change with this. That's why once you're in the trade, we want to focus on getting in the trade first. And then we want to come on this side of the platform and type in the instrument we're using, because you'll exit your trade or close your trade from this screen. And that's how you set up your Top Step account. Now, the next video is going to show you how to set up your TradingView account. And I'll make sure I have the Top Step account, or the topstep.com, and a copy of the risk chart in the description of this video.